Okay, so this whole content statement for some people might sound like, yeah, I've heard it all before. Equality, unalienable rights. Yeah, but I've never experienced that. I'm not a person who's, had that kind of privilege. And if that's you, then I get it. I understand. I mean, look at this crowd, right? Of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence, all white, all male. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with being white or being male, but some of you might see that there's nobody in there who looks like you or is your same gender or sex or whatever, right? And some of you might be thinking, well, yeah, well, Thomas Jefferson said equality for all and all men are created equal, and he had slaves. And a lot of these men did. Not all of them, but a lot of these men did. And a lot of these men didn't really want women to have the right to vote. And to be quite honest, some of them didn't even want poor people to vote, maybe most of them. So some of you might say, yeah, I get it. That's what they said, equality for everybody, but that's not really what they meant. And I think what this content statement is trying to get us to do is to see that even though they might have meant that back then, that's not necessarily what it means to us today. So when I look in the content statement and it says that you, the student, should be able to explain unalienable rights found in the Declaration of Independence as they apply to individual rights, that means that you have rights. And maybe these guys right here didn't necessarily care whether or not you did, especially if you're a racial minority, if you're a woman or whatever. But that's what it means to us today. You should have those individual rights given to you. And if you're a member of a marginalized group, in essence, if you're not a middle or upper class white male, this still is for you. Because even if some of them didn't mean equality for everyone, that's what we mean today. And so if I make any point here today, that's what I want you to get is that um, that's what we're striving for today. Equality for everyone. All people, all American citizens get equality. And the role that you need to play in that is to make sure that you keep government accountable. And maybe some of you even run for government because our democracy cannot work unless the people keep the government accountable. Otherwise, if you don't keep the government accountable, then we are just like every other country in the history of the world that has been ruled by dictators and kings and tyrants, and nobody said anything to try to stand up for their rights. So, yeah, let's keep government accountable.